sittings past paper. This last sittings past paper is covering a concept under three-way order matching and other Excel functions. So we want to go through it so that you can be able to capture the concept very well. I'll read the question. That's question number 24. It reads that you are the audit senior at Quality Professionals Consultancy Limited. You've been furnished with the following sample extracts from the books of XYM Limited to assist in determining the validity and accuracy of data as well as identify any fraud. So you've got the income statement for the year ended 31st December. Then we've been given as listed below. Then we've got settlement of financial position as at 31st December as highlighted. Then the other one is the purchase orders as we've been given. The other one is invoice data. Then payment data is given. Then we are required, part A, to fill appropriately the details in the gross profit, net profit, and equity rows. So I just want us to copy this calculation. Then I'll come and paste it somewhere here. I come and paste it somewhere here. Then we can start working from this part. Where do we start? Are we ready? We start. Yes. So we can proceed. So what they want us to fill is in this, they want us to fill appropriate gross profit, net profit, and equity items. So what we'll do, their interest, we can just copy these. Please copy this information, the whole of these two schedules. Then come and paste them somewhere here. So these people want us to do it. They want us to fill, number one, this gross profit. How do we go about it? How do we go about it, the gross profit? How do we go about it? How do we go about it? For the gross profit, you just come here. We all know that gross profit is equals to revenue minus the cost of sales. So you just do that, then you'll get your gross profit. So this is what they want here. Get your gross profit all the way up to 2024. So you can drag it to the end. That way. So you realize that in 2021, they are making a loss. Then what about the net profit? Come here, take equals to gross profit will less the operating expenses. Gross profit will less the operating expenses. Then we can drag it to the end again. Can drag it to the end. Do you realize that we are realizing more losses in 2021 and in 2022? Are we good up to that point? Tuko pamoja kufikia hapo. Yes, are we together up to that point? Please confirm. Are we together up to that point? You can confirm. I want to believe we are good. Can we proceed? So hope we are together. The next one here is for us to work on the equity. How do we get equity? How do we get equity? We all know that total equity and liability is equal to total assets. But in this case, we've only been given total liability. So meaning, if we come here and say, equals to these total assets minus total liabilities, we can be able to get our equity. And that is what is required of us. Just do that. Then you'll be able to get the figure that we want. So that is it. And up to that end, you are supposed to score 1 mark. Up to that end, you are supposed to score 1 mark. Hope you're good. We proceed to the next one. Let's go. Proceed to the next one. They want us to undertake the following analysis. Let me just copy this. They want us to undertake the following analysis. Just copy this part of the question. And I want to believe that we are good. We are together. So they want us to undertake this analysis. So let's try to arrange our work a bit better. So the analysis that they want us to do, so my component, this component, ziko mbali sana. Cut them, I bring them somewhere here. So that is it. Arrange your work very well. Ensure you do the respective editings before we proceed. Ensure you do the respective editings before we proceed. Are we good? We go. They want us to use the correctly referenced index and match nested function to fill in the details. Below data array from the output in A above. From the output in A above. So we are ensure you have 2024. I want to believe we are good to go. The next thing that we might need to do down here, please ensure that you indicate that your figures are in thousands. You are supposed to indicate that our figures are in thousands. So you know that. Just come and indicate there. Are we good so that we start doing the index and match? Are we good so that we start doing the index and match? Are we good so that we start using the index and match function? We can start here with revenue. So equals to index, equals to index. So for the index array, in this case, for the index, I want us to come under the, where is our revenue? Where is our revenue? It's here. Highlight the whole of it. Hadi mwisho. Are we together? Please confirm if we are good. Confirm if we are together. Confirm if we are together, please. Kama mnanipata, tafadhali. It's good that you confirm. Okay, let me believe you are getting equals to index. You don't refer to revenue. Highlight the whole of it, the whole of revenue. Then comma, andika match. Write match. After you've written match, you refer to the year above here, this one. Refer that year, comma. For the lookup array, come here and highlight this year all the way to the end. Then you can close your bracket and press enter. Supposed to be closed twice, so you do that and press enter till I've brought it. Then you do what? You drag it to the end. Sawa. Then you drag it to the end. We'll do the same for cost of goods sold. You do the same for the cost of goods sold. Do the same for the cost of goods sold. So we just come here and say equals to index, equals to index. Then go to highlight the COGs, this one. Then comma, you do what? You write match. Then after that, you come and refer to this up here, then comma. For the lookup array, you'll go back to the data, then highlight the years, and you close your bracket. Then you can press enter. Accept yes. You love it as such, then you can do it. You can drag it to the end. You realize that this formula is repeating. So what do we do? What do we do? You realize that this formula is just repeating. So we can copy this formula. Kuja tu hapo kwa fx. Copy that formula. Then come and paste it here. Then, okay, paste hapa. What we want to do here is that copy that formula. Copy the formula. Then bring it here. Let's see. No, it will disturb us. Let's just do it step by step. Operating expenses, let's come and say equals to index. Go to your operating expenses as per the statement. It is here. Highlight it. Then you close your bracket. Left comma. Sorry, don't close your bracket. Just write comma. Andika match. Match. After match, you come and refer to this. Refer to that. Comma. We go to the lookup array. Lookup array. The lookup array, come and highlight these years above. Then you can close your bracket twice and press enter. I love that. Then you can drag it to the end. You love that, then you can drag it to the end. Hope you're good up to that point. Hope you're good. Are we together up to that point? Are we together up to that point? Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Great. So we proceed. Let's go to the next part. We see what they want us to do. This here. They want us to create a line graph with the title revenue and expense analysis to visualize and represent the summary in this to represent the summary per year. So come here, paste it there. So that is it. Create a line graph with the title revenue and expenses analysis. So nataka revenue and expenses analysis. So what do we do? Already ziko hapa. Just come, highlight hii component all the way mpaka kwa hizo the years. Then press control. Press control, kuja highlight revenue. Still pressing control, kuja highlight the operating expenses. All those three items. All the three items. Just highlight the three items. Then you can do what? You can go to insert. Then recommended charts. They want line, so you click on the line. Then you can click OK. This is their interest. This is their interest. They want a line. So for the title, we can just name it revenue and expenses analysis. That is the chart title. Revenue and expenses analysis. Revenue and expenses analysis. Tuko pamoja kufikia hapo. That is revenue and expenses analysis. Revenue and expenses analysis. revenue and expenses analysis. Are we together up to that point? Revenue and expenses analysis. Now name the axis titles. Highlighting, I've said, you highlight these components, then nitakuja nifinye control, I click on revenue, then highlight all the way to 2024. Then still holding on control, again, I come and highlight the operating expenses all the way up to 2024. Sawa sawa. Na kama hiyo ni ngumu, just write the respective data that you want to use kando zikifuatana, then you can highlight the whole table. So that is it. I want us to go to the next one. Okay. That's nice. So let's go to the next one. The next one is what? They want us to use use correctly referenced index and match function to fill the details in the below data array for the from the output in A above, revenue, cost of goods sold, and operating expenses trends over the years. So again, here they just want us to perform whatever we performed earlier. So just highlight the data, highlight that part of the question. Then we come here again. So our interest in this case is to get these, just a minute. So there we go. That is it. So it has to go up to 2024. Remember, it has to go up to 2024. Remember, it has to go up to 2024. Are we together? It has to go up to 2024. That's very wide just for nothing. So I'm trying to bring it into bus. Thus, I think now it's okay. We can proceed. Now, they want us to use the index and match nested function. So what do? We start with the total asset. So it's equal to index equals to index equals to index. Then we go to total assets ziko wapi? We go to total assets ziko wapi? Ziko hapa. So you highlight it. Then comma, write match. Once you write match, we'll come here and do it. and refer to this 2020, then comma, for the lookup array, we'll go back to highlight these years all the way to the end. Then you can close our brackets twice and press enter. Then you do what? You drag it to the end. Are we together? You drag it to the end. Let's go to total liabilities. We do the same. Total liabilities, come and say equals to index. Go to total liabilities. It is here, comma, match. Then come back here and you refer to this here, comma, go back to the original table and highlight the years above this one. Then you can close your brackets twice and press enter. Do the same for equity. Do the same for equity. Do the same for equity. And do the same for equity. Do the same for equity. Hope you are good. We can proceed. So let's do for equity. Have you done that? Equals to index. Go and highlight the data for equity. Comma, right match. Then you highlight the data for what? You come and refer to this here, comma. Then you'll go back to the other years. The ones in the table above, highlight it, then close your brackets twice. Then you press enter. Alafu you can fill the table. If you copy and paste, you know the examiner wanted to see the functions. The examiner is marking the functions. Even someone mwenye alikuwa amechoka in that exam, maybe alikuwa neka to equals to, then anaenda anarefer that figure. Still, he was getting the figures, but so the examiner wanted to see a function that has index and match. A function that has index and match. That is what the examiner wanted. Sawa sawa. So let's proceed. My mouse is not responding. That is why I'm a bit slow. Yeah. Let's proceed. We'll go to the next one. The next one, in this case, we are talking about, they are telling us to create a column text to visualize comparison of total assets and total liabilities. You can just come paste that question here. So they want us to visualize total assets and total liabilities. So what do? Instead of making it a bit complex, let me just have equals to nije hapa. I refer to this component, then equals to total assets. Hata ziko hapo already, fai kwenda mbali, equals to this. Just want us to have them. Then I can drag them to this side. This is what we are interested in. I've realized people have problems with highlighting separately. So just highlight this. They want us to create a column chart. So go to insert. Then we can click on clustered column, this one, and bring it as such. So this one is what the examiner wants. What will be the title of this chart? What will be the title of this chart? What will be the title of this chart? Any attempt? Any attempt? Wajameni. Asset versus liability analysis. They have told us to create a column chart to visualize the comparison of total assets and liabilities per year. So we can just say asset versus liability analysis. That's right. Asset versus liability. What have I written? Liability analysis. Asset versus liability analysis. You know how to name the axes, axis titles. Yes, a column chart showing the total assets and total liabilities. That one is still correct. That's nice. That one is still correct. You know how to name the axis titles, Please consider doing so. In an exam, don't leave any chart without naming the axis. Axis titles are very important. They are very much important. I want us to go to Roman. We go to part C. Can we go to part C? I want us to go to part C. I want us to go to part C. Part C, they are telling us here that in this sheet, create a pivot table for the payments data to summarize the payment data over the years, showing the years and showing the years and months breakdown, showing the years and months breakdown. Are we ready? We do this. So they are interested in the payment data. I want you to pay attention. They are interested in the payment data. So I'll go back to the payment data. Ndio the last table. Payment data yetu ndio the last table. Have you noticed that? It is under the last table. So what do we do? What do we do? We come here. I want you to highlight this payment data, this from this payment ID all the way up to here. So highlight that way from payment ID all the way up to the amount paid, all the way up to the amount paid. Then come under insert, click on insert, then you click on pivot table. Click on pivot table, then you click on existing worksheet. You click on existing worksheet. Then you come and click hapa kwa location, go where you want your answer to be. Like personally, I would like my answer to be just next to the question that I had already came up with here. So I'll refer there, then I can click OK. Once you click OK, it brings something on the end. And now if we read our question carefully, they're telling us that in this sheet, create a pivot table of the payments data to summarize the payments made over the years, showing the year and month breakdown. Are we together up to that point? They want us to summarize the payments made over the years. So what do? We'll come first and this one, payment date, I want us to drag it, click on it, then drag it ikuje kwa rows. Drag it to come under the rows. Then we are not interested in the payment quarters payment date. So untick it. We are only interested in the months and years. We are only interested in the months and years. The next thing is the payment amount. This amount, I want you to click on it and drag it ije kwa values. Then you drag it ije kwa values. This one, drag it ije hapo kwa values, that way. Then sasa, ukiangalia kwa this pivot table yako, imeleta count of amount paid. We don't want count of amount paid. We want the amount, the summation itself, not the count. So, hapa chini ya values hapa kwa count of amount paid, kuna aka ka arrow, I want you to click on it. I want you to click on it. Then kuna hapa kuna value fields settings. Click on value field settings. Click on value field settings. We click on value field settings, there's somewhere it's telling you sum, count, average, max, mean, product. We want the sum. We are interested in the sum. Then you can click OK. You can click OK. Are we together up to that point? Then you can click OK. So at this point, because they were interested in the date, in the years and month breakdown. So I can just click on this plus ya 2023. So tutapata kwamba 2023 ilikuwa tuna June peke yake, so ni sawa. Then I can click on this plus ya 2024. Tutapata 2024 ilikuwa na May, June, July, that way. That is what the examiner wanted. Are we together up to that point? That is the pivot table that the examiner wanted. And the total amount is 8. 860,000 only. 860,000 shillings only. From there, good people, I want us to see which other part is remaining. The other part that is remaining. It is D. We have D. Can we do for D? Yes, we can. It's something that is doable. Let's just come here, down there. So calculate the percentage change for each component of the income statement over year over year. So percentage change for each of the component of the income statement. So what do we do in this case? What do we do in this case? So what we'll do is that we first of all come up with this. What are the entries of the income statement? Kuja to just come and copy them. Come and copy them. Then share the copy. You come and paste them down here. Today my mouse has refused to behave. That is why I'm a bit slow. So that is it. Then we'll have years 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So we want to do analysis. In this analysis, we'll be saying, kama kwa revenue, we can just come and say equals to, open bracket. Sorry, 2020 haitakuwa because we've got nothing to compare it with. So we'll do with from 2021. So it will be equal to, open bracket, equals to open bracket. You come here. Where is it? It's here. Open bracket. The first year, we less. I mean the 2021 year, we less the 2020, then we close our bracket. Then we divide it by 2020. Sawa sawa. Then we press enter. Alafu, we can come and drag it to the end. Then we convert it as a percentage. So ukija hapa, kama 2022 unapata ni negative 27. So utapata ni kama inatuambia kwamba it reduced by 27% because it has reduced from 550 to 400. It has reduced from 550 to 400. Let's do the same for the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Hapa, the formula is just the same. Unaweza drag tu hii, ije chini, kisha kuja chini hivyo, then you drag it sideways. You realize that in 2021, it increased by 100%, but in 2022, it reduced by 40%. Is it true? Let's see. How did it increase by 100%? It increased from 300 to 600. That is 100% increase. But in this other side, it reduced from 600 to 360. So that is 47% that they are telling us. Then it further reduced by to 200 from 360. Then it finally increased to 420. That one is okay. Can we do for the gross profit? Can we do for the gross profit? Yes, we can. And are we together up to that point? Hope so. I can just drag this formula to this pointer, then drag it to the other one. So I'm being told that in 2021, it has reduced by 127%. Has it really reduced by 127%? Yes. From 200 to negative 50. That is a very big reduction. But in 2022, it increased to 40. That's an increase of over 90 because ulilipa the loss, then now you've made a profit. So here we'll amend our formula. Sawa sawa. So that we make the denominator negative. Make the denominator to be negative. Make the denominator to be negative because it's an increase, so that it becomes an increase of 180%. Wewe umetoka from negative 50 to positive 50. That is an increase, ndio? That is an increase. Then how about this one? It increased by 863%. Let's see. It's really 863%. From 40 to 385, yeah, it's very possible. Very, very much possible. Sawa sawa. So that is it. That is it. Can you do the rest? I'll give you an assignment ya kufanya the remaining two. Operating expenses and the net profit. You do for me that analysis. Can you be able to do that? You do for me that analysis. You do for me that analysis. I've seen a trick somewhere which I want to see if you'll be able to do it. The same trick that we've just used under this 180%. It is going to be applicable somewhere. Pale kwa net profit, you be careful. Pale kwa net profit, mali penye inatoka kwa negative inaenda kwa positive. So if you're not careful to amend your formula, you might end up getting a very huge decrease. But in real sense, it will be an increase. So I want you to go and attempt that one. The other part is Roman 3, whereby this Roman 3, I'll copy it. I mean E Roman 3. E Roman 3. And once you do that assignment, please share with us so that we can be able to see if you've been able to work on that part. You can't leave it as a negative value because itaonyesha kwamba it was a decrease, even though it was an increase. Like you remember this one. Let me just refer to the assignment that I'm giving you. The assignment that I've just given you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like in this case, you will remember that we are talking about this one. You know, if you're not careful, you just take 145 minus 180. Then you divide by negative one. You divide by this one. I mean 145 minus 80, of which if we take this minus, then you refer to this, itakuwa ni kama 145 plus this. You get? Then you divide by negative 80. So it gives you a negative change, of which that negative will show you that it's a decrease, but in real sense, it is an increase because it has increased from a loss of 80 to a profit of 145. You see, it is supposed to be positive. Tumeelewana hapo? It is supposed to be positive. So that is it, right? Haya. I want us to come here. We are being told that we perform a three-way order match between the purchase orders invoices and payments data as below. Roman 1, they're using a relevant function for each purchase order, match the corresponding invoice. Match the corresponding invoice. Using a relevant function for each purchase order, match the corresponding invoice. Then Roman 2, that for each invoice, check whether there is a payment made based on invoice ID. Then we are required that Roman 3, highlight any discrepancies such as missing invoices, unmatched payments, or overstock underpayments. Then you are required to provide a column and give explanation for each discrepancy. So that is where we are going to start from tomorrow, because I can see it's already 6:13. That is where we are going to start from tomorrow. We'll do this first, then we can proceed to another concept. So we stop there. See you again tomorrow.